Hey guys, my name is Muchiri Mike. I am a digital content creator. I'm also a corporate MC and a singer. You can check out my music on every streaming platform. I'm so excited to be on the Orange Connect.
Welcome to another episode of the Orange Connect. My name is Kevin Maina. Of course, today I have a special guest. As usual, yes, I figured I've never introduced myself on these episodes. So, yes, I'm Kevin Maina. I'm the one who's always on this end. Today, Mike Muchiri.
I'm Muchiri.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you
Mama
for having
Michael,
me.
should I call you that?
Just
Or
call me Mike Muchiri. Yeah.
That we're getting comfortable with each other.
No.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
okay. It's
Oh,
okay.
Michael, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome.
Thank you.
This
you
is
for
where we
having
do
me.
our thing, man.
I see. It's
Yeah?
such a very,
Like
that's
it?
a very
The
nice
team is
space.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Very nice. Yeah.
Well, so we do it with your glass of water.
Yeah.
Talking
Talking of glass of water, let me just sip.
yeah, let's just sip our.
Yeah.
So on our previous episode,
Yeah.
we had a question that was left behind for you.
For me,
Yes, for you. For the next guest, they didn't know who they were leaving. It was the Man Talk episode, the Man
the
Talk
Mantok
boys.
episode. Okay.
So they left a question for the next guest, which is you. So we'll start with it so that we can just get this rolling.
Okay.
What do you think you are the best in the world at?
What do I think?
What do you think you are the best in the world at? I think Oscar wrote this one.
What do I think I'm the best in the world at? I don't want to say something and be called a Lulu.
Yeah. Me too. I'm thinking about it.
Or you also have to answer.
I will. I mean, it's a very intriguing question.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a very tricky question.
What do you think? It doesn't have to be professionally, because I tried to think about professional, but I'm like, I haven't lived that long to know my capacities in regards to what I've done.
It can be anything.
It can be anything.
If you tasted my R&B,
Your
R&B,
your R&B.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't think you'd eat someone else's.
Wait, what?
If you tasted my R&B, when we cool kid, rice and beans.
Oh, rice and beans.
Yeah, we call it
I
R&B.
was about to say R&B playlist.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That's like my favorite
your rice
meal.
and beans?
Yeah.
So you're like good at whipping a cool.
Especially the beans.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh my God, I'm so good at it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think I'm good at.
Do you not see these questions prior?
No, I don't.
That's nice. That's
Yeah,
nice.
I don't. Carol.
I think, but you know the answer. You know, you get,
Yeah, this is how I like to
you're
touch.
just
No, I
messing with me.
don't.
Yeah.
What do you think you are the best in the world at? No, that's it. What do you think you're the best in the world at? I think I could be best in that, but best, that's better than everyone else.
Yeah,
So your
yeah.
rice and beans is like,
And it's okay to be delusional.
it's okay to be delusional.
I think so.
It's a safe space.
Yeah. But it's your show.
Yeah, but again, I think I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I think I'm pretty good at picking emotions.
Picking emotions.
Yeah, so I would convert that to like emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that deep. I didn't know it was that deep.
It's not deep. It's like very, like I can almost.
Pick emotions.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm pretty good at. And I think I
envy you.
use it as
If
well.
you're good at it, I envy you, because that's one
Yeah.
thing I struggle with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I can read the room 90% of the time.
Okay.
I can almost.
So, will you say you're socially awkward?
Socially awkward?
Are you, when you get to a new space, when you get to a new environment, a space that's full of new people, new faces, how do you feel? Are you comfortable in that space?
I prep myself prior.
You prep yourself prior,
Always.
mentally?
Yes.
verbally?
Yes.
Okay.
And just to assure myself.
But when you get
As myself, I am very nervous. But when I'm there, you might not tell I am.
okay,
Because I'm also good at portraying a persona.
I'm portraying, and I believe you. I don't doubt that.
Yeah, like I'm
I don't-
super good at.
I don't doubt that.
This is what
I
I'm
don't
going
doubt-
with. This is the character we're going with at this event.
I do not doubt that. I
Yeah,
believe
it could
you.
be to protect also my insecure self.
Okay.
But normally I just go there and be like, I'll set the precedence. So with everyone I'll meet,
Okay.
if they don't get to make me uncomfortable, I'll
Okay.
make them uncomfortable or comfortable.
Oh,
So it
comfortable.
depends.
Okay. So one last question.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you should have the one
Let's
asking
do
questions.
this. I like it. I like it.
So let's say you have a friend of yours. Amekupeleka, she has taken you somewhere. Let's say a party, and they know everyone else, and you don't know everyone else.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and then they leave you alone. Now, how do you handle that situation?
So it's a very good question. So what I do normally, and it has happened, I will scout. So you remember my emotional thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I can always tell the person who's more curious about me than the rest. Someone that I can easily tangle with. So I'll always spot them and I'll always
I feel like
gravitate to them.
There are pros and cons of
So I'll always gravitate towards that person. And I can read. It could be in the first statement that I say, but they always say, for someone who's curious about you, they say the best conversationalists are not the ones who talk a lot. They're just the ones who are curious about yourself. They make you talk about yourself. So after that conversation, you'll be like, this guy is good to talk, but they made you just talk about yourself, or they made you talk about something that you're passionate about.
Okay.
So if I notice such a person that I can make either talk about themselves or they're so curious about me, that's the person I hold on to.
Have you used that ability to emotionally manipulate someone?
Have I used that ability to emotionally
Manipulate someone? It could be someone you are in a relationship with, or just a random person in your life.
I don't think I've used it to manipulate someone, but I may have used it to make myself fit in.
To make yourself fit in?
Yeah.
Even unconsciously?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I believe you. I believe you. You can
What
go
happens
spend-
when you go into? Are you socially awkward? I think you have said you are.
I don't want to profess it. I don't want to say it to you, I'm socially awkward. But then when you take me to a space where you're the only person I know, I'm just going to take my phone and sit there and wait for you to come back. Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just going to wait for you to come back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll
when
just
someone,
wait
like,
for someone to just come in.
engages you?
Yeah, engage
Oh,
me.
so you're
I will
like
engage them back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just need to be triggered.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I will be like,
In a similar way, I'm like that. But
Okay.
then I'll just abstractly notice it. So I'll notice when your body language, I'll know, you.
okay.
We can, and I'll always gravitate to that.
So I want to ask a question back in return.
Ask away, please.
When let's say you're in a meeting, you're seated at the back,
Yes.
and then you have to answer a call. You have to go see someone outside. When you go out, when you come back in, are you the person to creep back, when you're leaning chini or down, or are you the person to just hold your head high and walk back to your
I'm the
seat?
person to walk back, held that head high.
And shamelessly.
I think I've done that a lot, especially in church.
Shamelessly.
If I'm getting late, because I normally like sitting at the front, because I don't get distracted. When I'm at the back, I get distracted. I'll start watching people. That's the
Okay.
other thing. I'll just start, noticing and just trying to describe people
Okay.
based on what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Oh,
Call
yeah.
it judging, quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Yeah.
So to avoid that, I like sitting at the front, kabisa. So I normally, even if I'm late, I'll just wait when people are maybe singing.
You're singing?
I'll just walk
Okay.
shamelessly and find a spot at the front.
And I do not doubt that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the type too?
I used to. But then I wouldn't necessarily say church, because I believe that church is completely different.
Of course, yeah.
It's different. But in other spaces, I will shamelessly hold my head high and go back to my seat.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Can go
All
to
right.
the next question.
So we'll start with the appetizer questions. You have your questions, I have mine.
Okay.
I
All
think
these are questions I'm supposed to ask you.
No, these are questions that we're supposed to ask each other.
Or
So
ask
the
each
idea,
other.
idea if I didn't tell
So
you?
I answer the question and I bounce it back to you.
Yes, we
Okay,
can
so-
bond. At the end of it, I'll ask you, did we bond?
These are not easy questions, yo. What?
These are not easy questions, but they're necessary.
Okay,
So do you want to start or I start?
You can start.
Okay. So this one is very personal to you. If Mama Michael, one of your characters that you play, found herself on a deserted island, what 3 things, aside from her wig,
Goddamn.
would she absolutely refuse to live without?
Would she absolutely refuse to live without her glasses?
Her glasses? Oh, yeah.
Her glasses, yeah. Which she doesn't use, by the way.
Okay. Oh, they don't mean anything, but they have to be that type of
By the way,
glasses.
unless she's reading, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it would be her glasses. Her kikoi.
Hakikoi, yes.
Yeah, her
Yes.
kikoi.
Yes.
Probably the last thing is
The socks.
Yeah,
socks.
and the boots.
black boots.
yeah, the socks and the black
Oh
boots.
my goodness.
You're a fan. Yani,
I'm
you know my full feet. You know the
Wow.
full Mama Michael feet.
Yo, I love that character. How did you come up with her? Was it like a natural?
It was so random. It
was random.
It was very random.
Because even the mannerisms, bro, like you embody the character.
Yeah. Was I an African mom in my previous life? I don't know.
You could have been.
I don't know. But I would say I'm very observant, and I grew up around
Aunties and shushos.
and and our mamas.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
And we used to laugh a lot with my sister and my brothers. Used to laugh a lot,
Yeah.
because we were born in Mombasa, and then we moved to Nyeri, where our cultures are so different. You get.
How long was this after you were born that you moved to Nyeri?
So I was born in Mombasa. We moved to Nyeri when I was a kid, like a little kid. I was like 3 or 4. Yeah, I wasn't sikuwa nime. I hadn't picked up the culture,
accent,
Mombasa,
the
unlike my
culture.
siblings. So the Nyeri culture really, it's in me, kabisa.
It was embedded.
And interestingly, I'm the only person who can speak fluent Kikuyu.
Can you?
Yeah, I can.
There.
Niko by the your Maina, you can speak
Yeah,
Kikuyu.
I can
Can
speak.
you? Ama weni wale wa.
I can hear everything and I can speak.
Oh my God, you're
partly.
boring. You're so boring.
No,
You're
no,
so boring.
no, Nigeria.
No. What's that? I don't know why. I don't know why and I'm not referring to you.
No, it's okay.
But if the shoe fits, you can wear it, Cinderella. I don't know why our generation, and by our generation is I think guys our age. Sometimes I feel like a Gen Z, sometimes I feel like I'm millennial. I'm just 25.
Yes.
But the guys in our age bracket, most of us are so like embarrassed of embracing our native languages, and I mean, you grew up speaking Kikuyu, you grew up speaking Kamba, you grew up speaking Kalenjin.
Yeah.
But then when you get to uni, you don't want to speak it.
Yeah, I think it's the thing that you just started by mentioning. You feel like a Gen Z millennial. Culturally, I think that's where we are. It's like push and pull. It's like the way they say, oh, as a man you can cry.
Yeah.
But, back home you're told as a man you're
yeah.
supposed to be able to. So there's that push and pull. And also, we were not really taught how to...
Oh, wait, you are not taught.
Yes, personally.
Okay. Do you know, I learned
observed
Kikuyu.
it. I know. You will say I also observed it and I had it and I learned it.
But I wasn't like taught how to speak it. I observed it and I heard it.
And you heard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I started speaking
Personally, I grew in different places. So
you
I was,
did.
so
You did.
In one home, they were speaking Kikuyu, my grandmother's home.
Oh, your grandmother's.
Elsewhere, Swahili, elsewhere, English.
Okay.
So it was just a mixture. That's why I fit in most places.
Oh, in most places, yeah.
I told you I was in KU and you're like...
Yeah, you don't look like you in KU.
Exactly. But when I'm in KU, I look like I'm in KU.
I believe you.
Even my outfits for KU.
I believe you. I believe you.
KU, meparara kiasi, like just...
Yeah.
I love KU.
Yeah.
All right, ask your question.
What's the most absurd thing you've done to impress someone you are into?
What's the most absurd thing I've done to impress someone that I was into? What's the most absurd thing that I've done? I think impulsively spent on them like a lot of money.
Impulsively
like immediately
I was
after
gonna
getting
say
paid.
the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like I immediately got paid. It was a check. Immediately got paid. went, checked the account, and then in my mind I was like, see, I can just get,
Yeah.
since I'm on an
Yeah.
First of all, the idea of me taking her to see me getting that check was very intentional, just to brush off my machismo,
Yeah.
which was looking back, should have done better things with that money. But interestingly, I don't regret it because it was a learning point.
Yeah.
And I think we had so much fun. We made bad decisions that day. But the next day I was waking up and I was like, what did I do with all that cash? And it was my first voiceover gig.
Yeah, yeah.
I got in so much
Yeah,
cash. At that
yeah.
time, it was 25 Gs. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
And we spent it that night.
A night.
Yeah.
I'd be mad at you if
I was mad at myself. I was like, what am I doing? Is this relationship feeding me?
Yeah.
Huh? So,
I will say the same. Also considering my love language towards my partner is gifting.
Gifting.
Yeah, it's gifting.
I struggle with gifting.
For real, you do.
Wow. If there's a love language I struggle with, is gifting.
To receive gifts or to give gifts?
To give gifts.
Okay.
And even receiving it, it doesn't really do much.
In your love languages, gifting is like the last one.
Gifting is like I really I have to think and stress out about it.
Can you list in the order of your love? Yeah.
The order would be touch. First one, 100%. If I'm fond of you, your hugs you will know. You'll just be like, yeah.
Okay.
So there's touch, and then there is quality time.
Quality time.
And then words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
And then gifting.
Oh,
wait.
There's acts of service.
There's touch, there's quality time, there's words of affirmation, there's acts of service, and then gifting.
Okay.
That's when I am showcasing my love.
Okay. To me, it comes naturally.
Yeah.
When I like you.
How do you know what to gift?
I don't know when I'll just be very keen. You'll tell me, I've been wanting to get this thing, and I will beat you to it. I will go get it for you. Yeah. I will pass by somewhere and see something. Oh, my partner would love that, and I would buy that for them. It comes naturally. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not projecting.
So what's your list of?
The first one is physical touch.
The first one is physical touch.
Yeah.
I thought gifts would be there. Okay.
No,
physical touch.
because it's my love language towards them, not to me.
Oh, so you want to be loved with a touch?
I don't fancy gifts. So apparently, I used to think words of affirmation, because I love being affirmed. Wow, I love being affirmed, and I think it's being a creative. Yeah, it's being a creative.
I think I find it easier to affirm.
Yeah. Oh, you find it easier to affirm?
Like
from your content, I believe you.
Yeah, I think I find it. That's like the easiest. Like I'll note
the easiest thing you can do.
Yeah. I'll note something.
Actually,
and I'll say it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can keep going and going.
So apparently, I used to think that words of affirmation was my leading love language, until I got into the relationship I am currently in. I'm seeing someone. So I realized. Yeah, I realized. Quality time is really one of my top love languages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because she makes time for me, and it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
She makes time for me.
Yeah.
And then so it's physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation, gifting probably, and acts of service are there as the last one.
Yeah. Okay. So this side, touch is great.
Yeah.
For me, it's very. I'm very sensitive to it.
I also don't regret spending
a lot.
Yeah, on guys who.
Yeah, me too. It's my turn or yours?
I think it's yours. Yeah.
Oh, it's mine. This one's an easy one. How have you? This one closes the appetizer questions. How have you been?
How have I been?
Genuinely
loved.
I was about to ask how your heart is. How's your heart? Loved. Tell me about that, Mike.
Well, okay, how have I been? Aside from that, I've been having crazy burnout. Yeah, because of campaigns, events, content creation.
Yeah.
Traveling, work-related travels, and honestly speaking, I don't know how to handle burnout. Sometimes I just want to sit alone. I just want to sit in my house alone and do nothing. Yeah, sometimes I just want to go on vacay, which I have postponed for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, I plan on going to Mombasa or somewhere alone, but then I'm like, let me just, you know, I'll push it to next month or
Yeah.
and then I end up not doing it. So most of the times I just sit in my house, do absolutely nothing, and just eat and watch TV.
But how do you handle that? Especially because I can almost understand, because it's that cabana that comes with brain fog as well. So how do you handle that? You have to create.
You have to create.
You have to create.
Yeah, you're
and
going
there's the
through.
pressure of I have to create, but
Yeah.
you're going so much
Yeah.
burnout that is causing so much brain
Yeah,
fog.
yeah.
How do you deal with that? Or how do you circle around that?
Honestly, I just pray.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I just tell God about it.
And then?
Because I realized when it's really about me, it ends up being reflected in the content. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, because when you're doing content out of it being an obligation, I mean, a campaign, I have to do this.
Right.
Your content is so bad.
It is bad.
Yeah, even the client is like, oh my God, just redo that thing. Yeah, so most of the times when I realize I have burnout, I tell God, I am tired. I am tired.
Yeah.
But I'm in this campaign and I have to do it. I have to meet the deliverables. Please just give me ideas. Whatever I do, let it be excellent. Yeah.
I like that. The separating yourself from the content.
Yeah.
Because I think that affects a
Yeah.
lot. And then
Yeah.
when you see, so for example, because it's a follow-up question, when you see you've done a content, but it's not picking as other content.
And you're having that, oh
And
my
you have-
goodness.
So how do you,
It's like,
first of all, mentally, how do you just convince it this is the algorithm?
No,
How
it's
do
like
you?
it's like kicking a man when he's already down.
Yeah.
You know, like already I struggled creating this content. And then when you post it, it's not even getting the engagement that you want it to. You know, I have completely social media has got nothing on me, if I would say that.
Is that so? Being that you're a full-time?
I'm a full-time content creator.
Yes.
And there was a time when, you know, the number of likes, the number of views that my videos got really used to affect like how it used to affect me entirely. Entirely. And then it used to even affect how I do like the next piece of content.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, at some point, social media became like an idol. You know, like I have to create like good content. I don't know if you get it. I don't know how to explain it. But then it was a very toxic,
yeah.
space. Yeah. So I mentally, and I had to sit myself down and tell myself, the number of likes I get, the number of views I get on a piece of content, they do not determine how good my content is. They do not determine the quality of my content. Yeah. Because I put time, energy, and effort into that piece of content, and I gave it 100. I gave it my all. So, however it performed, that's how it was supposed to. But I try as much as I can to create good content. Yeah, especially for brands.
So it starts from even pre-production.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna give it my.
And I do everything myself. I come up with a script, with the idea, I shoot, I edit, I do everything myself. Yeah. So, and I love the fact that I am part of every single process.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because you're able to take control.
Yeah.
And you can.
And I'm in control of the whole process. Yeah.
So even if you're bringing someone on board, you understand the whole game.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Okay, so if you're out there, create. Just give it your best.
Yeah. True.
A reminder to myself.
Yeah, but don't create mediocre content.
Don't create mediocre content.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, it's your turn?
It's my turn.
Yes. Now we're moving to the main course meal questions.
Oh, clearly.
Let's go.
Reflecting on your life, what would you say was your best and worst phase?
My best and worst phase?
Yeah.
I think my best phase was my best phase must have been it was my best and my worst. So my best phase was transitioning. I think my transition period from high school to campus.
From high school to campus, okay.
Yeah, there were a lot of things happening, in my family that were really affecting me. And also, there was my figuring out of who I am.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, I knew I would go into something to do with finance or engineering because that's where everyone was saying, yo, you should be going into. And I had no touch at all with my creative side.
On your creative side, okay.
And my creative side has been like my favorite thing about myself ever since I joined university. So I think I took a gap period of like 6 months to just figure out, even before I enrolled into campus and everything that I'd applied for, and then I was called for media. So I was like, it was like a down, I felt like things were going not my way. But looking back, things have turned out the best.
Oh, the best. Nice.
That I could have ever imagined. So I think that transition period between my high school and coming into campus and just all through to my third year, those were really heavy times. But it's in those moments that after my third year up to now that I've had so much growth than I've ever had in my life. Not the biggest growth, because my life is still very tiny, but the most I've ever experienced in terms of just growing, being self-aware, mentally, emotionally, physically even. I think, so that period between high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's my
What
turn to
about
answer.
you?
My best, I believe I'm in the best phase of my life currently. And I'm saying best because I know it's getting better. I know I don't picture myself, when I look at the future, and even for the foreseeable future, I don't see myself ever struggling. Not like I have like lots of money in the bank.
Yeah, no.
But I've never like pictured
It's
myself
always-
struggling,
right.
ever financially, mentally in any way. I'm currently at a very good space, and I'm saying the best because I know and I'm sure that the future is gonna get better. Yeah. So these are not my best.
Yeah, so you're within your best phase.
Yeah, within, and it's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my best years are ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, my best years are ahead.
I like that.
Yeah.
Can I do mine as well and say my best? Kidding, huh?
So
About your worst?
my worst phase was probably when I was a kid. Especially when I was in primary school. Yeah. Because I'm one of those people who can say I didn't mature off of age. I matured off of
Experience. Tell me about
pain,
it. Yeah.
trauma,
Yeah.
and all that.
Me too.
Yeah. So Jenny siende into details.
I get you.
Yeah.
Me too. All right. Are you ever insecure about your sense of humor?
Am I ever insecure about my sense of humor?
Yes. Because you're more of like a digital funny person.
You can say
In
comedian.
person, yeah. I mean, digital comedian. In person, I feel like you.
I'm
sort
also
of-
funny in person. In real life.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
I feel like you're very, very reserved. Very.
With when
but
I'm
you
comfortable.
can be. You can be. Yes. I feel like you can be. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't this comfortable, Mike? You want to make a joke?
Yeah, it is comfortable.
Okay.
When I'm with my friends, oh my God, they laugh. They laugh.
Oh yeah.
I crack jokes and they laugh.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not secure in my humor.
Yeah. Are you insecure
in
about
my
yourself?
humor?
Are
about my
you
humor?
ever insecure about your sense of humor?
About my sense of humor? I would say not.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say
What about imposter syndrome? Do you?
that's definitely there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
How
And
do
it's so funny because imposter syndrome is when it comes inakujanga na tutoto, and
What do you mean?
it affects all your crafts.
Right.
Imposter syndrome when I'll use my personal experience in creating content,
Right.
being in a space where you're creating content, when you're among content creators who are doing funny skits, comedy, the imposter syndrome is there. When it comes to creating music,
Oh right.
yeah, music,
Yes.
being in the midst of other singers who are way
Who are
better,
yeah.
who are doing way
In your
better than
experience,
you.
you're like, wow.
Yeah, and sometimes you just go back home and sit back and you're like, do I even sing?
What is this that I'm
Yeah,
doing?
what is
Yeah,
this?
this just sounds.
Yeah, and imposter syndrome. I don't know when it disappears. When is it supposed to disappear? When is it supposed to? Is it forever there as a creative?
I think it doesn't disappear because it finds you at levels.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think
yeah.
it's more of a question of can I do better?
Yeah, yeah.
It can be bad in the sense that it completely shuts you down. But I think the fact that you're asking yourself, is this the best?
Yeah.
It's like you're in a progressive state.
yeah,
So it's a good thing just covered in like wolves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I also like the fact that it actually motivates me to do better.
Yeah, because you're constantly asking yourself, like,
I
is
need
it
to get better.
really-
Yeah.
Is it? No.
But imposter syndrome can also make you be
100%.
competitive.
Oh, right.
It can also make you be competitive. I believe so. Yeah, it can also make you be.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
It is.
Because you're comparing yourself to.
Yeah, because you're comparing yourself to others. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then.
I'm just curious, especially as a creative.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you integrate all these other parts of your life? You just said you're in a relationship now. How do you, and especially being, I can say, self-employed, how do you, how do you separate all this, the music, frustrations from the music, from the creative, your relationship? How do you just make sure you're sort of separating and just making sure that things are still? Or even balance everything.
I think it's more about, the question is more of balancing. How do I balance all that? Sometimes things are all over. I would be honest with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like everything is all over. I am mentally all over.
Okay.
Everything is all over.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Like when I say like everything is all over.
Trust me. I experienced like
Yeah, and maybe conversations with God, they're always the things. I am
spiritual.
born again. Yeah, I'm born again.
Yeah, me too. I'm born again.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am.
Community.
I am.
Nice.
100%.
And sometimes I just, sit back and tell God, you know what? I feel like this is a lot. I feel like, but I've also set boundaries.
Okay.
Like when you go on my social media, there's a Chinese wall between content creation and personal matters.
Oh.
Yeah, I've put a Chinese wall. When you go on my social media platforms,
Yes.
you rarely see me posting family, relationships.
Yes.
And
It's
all
just
that
content.
It's solely content. And if I post any of my family members, it's either their birthday, Nani kwa story. Yeah. Kwa story, or their wedding.
Yeah.
Or I've put a Chinese wall between content creation because I perceive it as a business. Yeah, that's a business. And then personal matters, relationship, family, that's
I like
all.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's also just flowing with it.
Plus, it keeps me in check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Who's asking the next question?
Was it?
It's definitely you, because I asked about sense of humor.
Oh, yeah. When the night gets quiet, what's the thought that keeps you awake?
I don't even know what.
When the night gets quiet, what's the thought, that keeps you awake?
When the night gets quiet. I think this one is an every human thing, but it's always, which I'm trying to root myself more in the present, but it's always what more? What more can we do? Can we do better than what we are doing? I find myself thinking about that a lot, but I know it emanates a lot from a scarcity point of view. That's the other thing I realized about it. Because from the time I was a child, with growing up dynamics, in my head, I was like, I really need to work hard, that I can be independent as fast as I can, and I can just have an abundant mindset. That's the irony, because I'm trying to aim.
You look like you're you're from. This is personal. You're
From
from
a-
a well-off family. Very well.
From a well-off family?
Yeah.
I'm from a family. I'm from a
Usikatae.
No, my growth dynamic was very interesting. But I'm from a mix of you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was brought up with a single mom.
Okay. I think I kind of get it.
Yeah. And then she passed on at some point. And then I met my dad. So it's
sorry.
like very,
Sorry,
you get what I mean? Yeah. So hence the hopping from one home to another.
Oh, okay.
But like I was saying, normally it's always thinking, how can we do more? How can we do more?
Okay.
And a lot of times it comes with the exhaustion and burnout because there's a lot of work mentally
Yeah.
and sometimes less of the actions.
Yeah. Oh my
So,
God, tell me about
you
it.
know,
Yeah.
so sometimes I just have to tell myself, listen, just trust that
Yeah.
things will go well.
Yeah.
Execute
Yeah.
where you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Do it the best way that you can, and then let things flow. So it's always the next, but it's coming from a scarcity point of view, which I'm changing. So now these days I'm always, the thinking that you just developed. Like I don't see myself struggling. Similarly, so it's like an abundant, just to know that there is enough.
Okay.
Just take your time and learn and grow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you? Apart from your
I think
relation.
it's kind of the same.
Okay.
I need to better myself.
Need to
And I
better
hate
myself.
and I hate the fact that it's how can I get more money? How can I be more wealthy? Yeah. I hate it's always that. Even when you're thinking about something else that's
In
different,
fact,
it's
yeah,
always
it
about
always connects.
Yeah,
It always connects back to how can we
money.
make more?
Yeah.
How can
Yeah.
100%.
Even when I'm thinking about my partner, is how can I get more money and
To make
treat
sure
her better?
I'm taking care of her.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that pressure you?
Does it?
It
I tell you
pressures
one thing
me.
that's on my mind. So I don't know if I'm supposed to say it.
Hey, you already started.
But see, one thing that's really been bugging me like for the past few months is a house. I need to get my own
Oh
house.
yeah, I saw that on your stories. And I was to ask you, did you get a house finally?
No, I was looking for a rental.
Oh, for rent.
Yeah.
Oh, right now it's like building a house.
Yeah. I've been thinking I need to get my own house.
Okay.
I don't
Why?
know how. Yeah.
Why?
I don't. And sometimes I have to remind myself you're just a 25-year-old.
Oh,
You're still a child. You're still a baby.
yeah.
But then at the same time, I also feel like it's time, because I also believe there's nothing. I believe there's nothing I can visualize myself having that I cannot have.
Yeah. The fact that it's already.
Yeah, the fact that it's
That you
already in
can
my
clearly
mind,
see it in
I
your
can
mind.
have it. Because why is it in my mind? No, I keep
Yeah.
asking myself, why is it in my mind? Why do I see myself owning a house? Why do I see myself owning a mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thought is there because I can own a mansion.
That is
and I
true.
will chase it. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing that's really bugging me right now. Yeah, I'm trying to pay rent.
Is it okay? That answered
but
my
is
question.
it?
Because I
No.
wanted to ask,
Is it?
is it for you as a personal goal,
Uh-huh.
or is it an extension of you being in a relationship that you're like, you have to
I
do
don't
this?
like your tone. I really don't
No,
like
no,
your
it's a
tone.
genuine question.
But it's both.
Okay.
Yeah, it's both. Because this is a thought that was in my mind before I even got into a relationship.
There you have it.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Fantastic. That was a good round of questions.
Yeah, it was.
Carol
It was.
did
Last
them.
question.
I have two dessert ones, so
Oh,
we have
okay.
like three more that we are finishing.
Okay.
So, these are dessert questions. How would your friends describe you? Isn't it chapu chapu?
Hilarious.
Hilarious?
How would my friends describe me?
Yeah.
Hilarious. And I believe they would also say I'm kind. If you're my friend, you're watching this and you think otherwise, go to hell. I care about my friends. I do. They will tell them I genuinely care about my friends. Yeah.
What negative thing would they say about you?
When I ask for advice, like I have, I'd go to them, guys, I need you to advise me. I need to do this and this. And then they tell me, do this. I will end up doing that. I will do what I wanted to do, not what they told me.
They told you. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's not a bad thing.
No, but why did I ask for advice in the first
To
place?
weigh the matters.
Okay.
In fact, you're supposed now to tell them, guys, I'm debating on something. So give me your input.
Plus, they would also say because this is also something that my friend pointed out, and I'm like, yeah, goddamn, I'm like that.
Yeah.
I'm a rational decision maker.
Rational.
Yeah, I don't know if it makes. I don't know if the word is rational. Like I would wake up today and decide I'm selling my car
Oh,
and sell it. Yeah.
that's not spontaneous.
Okay. It's not rational. It's spontaneous.
Rational is like well calculated and it makes sense.
Oh, that's rational.
Spontaneous,
or spontaneous.
and irrational.
Oh, irrational. I think I'm spontaneous.
Yeah, spontaneous. Wow.
I am spontaneous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just do something.
I swear. Yeah. Like
Unaamka leo.
nimechoka na this thing. I'm gonna get rid of it, and I get rid of it.
Tuna breakups. No. Kidding.
No, hapana. So now when it comes to huko, no, hapana. Sasa.
Hapo uko rational
Yeah.
sasa.
How would your friends describe you?
My friends would describe me as
And how big is your circle?
tiny, very tiny.
Very tiny.
Very,
Roughly,
very.
how many friends do you have?
Roughly?
Friends, acquaintances, friends.
Friends. I would say 1, 2, 3. I think I can count 3 or 4.
3 or 4. You know, there are guys who think they're your friends and they're not. Or offended.
Yeah,
Who's
I
a
know,
friend?
I know.
Who's a friend to you?
I would say my closest friend.
Your closest
I
friend.
would say my closest friend is my partner as well.
Oh, your partner.
Yeah, she's like my best friend.
But who is a friend to you?
A friend to me is someone that I think someone who knows me beyond what ordinary people know me as, and I feel safe with them. Those words don't describe what I have in my mind. So that's why I'm
Okay,
I'm
I wanted to
going
ask a
through-
question, but then the safe thing.
Yeah, I think a friend is someone that I know I can also trust with myself. I think someone who has proved that I can trust them with myself.
Okay.
And when I say trust them with myself, is even when I'm at my insecurities and whatnot, I feel like I can trust them with myself holistically. Because normally, if I'm interacting with someone, I know what side I want to show them.
Okay.
Just to also save them from the burden of having all of me, because I can be overwhelming and chaotic and sometimes.
Okay.
So I think a friend is someone who has proved they're open to. What's your definition of a friend?
I don't know. And I really struggle with friendship.
Yeah. I think for me, safety is everything. And that you have proved. Because there are people who feel safe, but bado kuna doubts. They're very sus, you know?
Yeah.
So
I don't know who's a friend to me. Yeah.
Can say your friends. How big is your circle?
I have like 2 friends.
Two friends?
Yeah, 2 close friends.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
2 close friends.
But
yeah.
you have acquaintances.
I do many. Many.
Damn, 2 close friends. Do you grow up with them?
No.
Okay.
No.
You met them along the way?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastico. What was that question again? I've forgotten. Oh, yeah. So my friends, I think, would describe me as either wise or very logical. Or very calculated.
Logical. I believe you.
Yeah. Either wise, between those 3 words. Calculated, logical. And I believe that's maybe in a positive way. In a negative way, very frugal. It takes me a lot before I
elucidate.
I think also it can apply in a negative way because I'm not spontaneous. I'm not that spontaneous. Like you wouldn't just call me and be like, yo, let's go out.
Oh yeah, that's true. My friends hate me for that too.
Oh,
and
you
when
do that?
when we go somewhere, I'll be like, yeah, I think I need to go home.
Yeah. I think I'd always plan. Can we plan?
Oh my god, I have a friend
I'm-
of mine. I have a friend of mine called Kitavi, and I have another friend called Simba.
We already know those are the close friends. Come on, uko kwa hizo list.
No,
What do they
so
do?
every single time like we wanna go somewhere and have fun, I'm like, what? Okay, I feel like I wanna go, and they'd be like, you're so boring.
Why would you do that? Though,
I don't know.
because you're already committed to going.
I
You know,
love
that's the
my
other thing.
house. What? I love my house. And when especially when I'm in my bedroom, I feel so good.
Fireworks happen. Okay.
I swear, like in my bedroom, I would write music. I would come up with content. I feel so peaceful in my house.
But that's painful. Like you may commit kwenda nje and then you're like
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Plus sometimes kusalimiwa.
Ni kazi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. What's the craziest rumor? No, it's your turn.
Or is there something you know you should do but swear you'll never do?
Something I know I should do.
But swear you'll never do.
but swear I will never do.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Is there something I know I should do, but I swear I'd never do? Nah. I think everything I know I should do, I have tried to do it, unless I don't have the capacity to do it yet. So it could be, is there something I know I should do, but I haven't done yet? Yeah, there are a couple of things.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
A couple of things.
Yeah.
But it's also because of like getting married. I should and I want to. So it's just a matter of time. But I don't think if there's something I should do. Oh, could be something that I should to some people is closure. From some
Closure.
people, yeah, getting closure from
I
some
don't believe
people.
in getting closure, but go on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It could be, should for some people. And I think should also, because it might just give me a better understanding.
You know,
But
they
I
say,
swear I would not.
you know, they say, people who are okay with not getting closure,
Yeah.
they're very egoistic.
Egoistic.
Yeah. It's more about your ego, like walienda. What the heck?
Yeah.
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 Even if you were the one who was on the wrong.
It's actually about egoistic.
Yeah.
It's actually about that. But I think also it's to protect what I already have. Because the people I'm trying to seek closure with are people that I'm close to.
Okay.
And I value what we still have as we are. So to avoid unraveling. So I just judge that as their past selves that they've already improved on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I think I'd have the same answer that you gave in
About nothing.
about nothing. But I think if I was to answer this question, I would answer it from a cultural viewpoint.
Okay.
There are things that are culturally acceptable that I would never do.
Like?
Yeah. Like among Kikuyus, ati slaughtering a mbuzi and shedding the blood. Like those are the stuff. Those are the things I would never do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Please don't. What's the craziest, last question, what's the craziest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
What's the craziest rumor I've ever heard about myself? That I am a millionaire.
Oh, I saw those rumors.
Yeah, millionaire.
Oh my goodness.
Sijui, I own how many cars?
Do you know how many mansions?
How many mansions there are?
Okay.
And it's a thing. I thought it's a joke, but it's a thing.
How did they come about?
I don't know. I guess I just
How many
look
content?
I just
How many
look
you look
rich.
like?
Yeah. Do I?
That's the thing. Yeah, you do look like you
Okay.
are very well off.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I am.
Yeah. Good. I think I answered that question in the last episode, but it was essentially from high school. There was a rumor that I was good in bed.
Yo?
Good in bed. Which is true. But back then it was a rumor.
Oh, but back there was a rumor.
Back then, because
Okay.
yeah, but I was in a mixed school. So
Okay. Oh.
it was crazy. It was crazy.
Oh, you're in a mixed school.
Yeah, I was in a mixed day school. So it was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, that rumor stand for a while. And then it dipped. And yeah.
Okay. Nice. So that's it.
That's it, Mike. I feel like we have bonded.
We
I've learned
have.
so much about
We
you.
really have.
And that's the essence of this.
Yeah, we really
bonding
have.
and
I
doing
love
all
the way
that.
it just floats so naturally.
Yeah, that's how it should feel, safe
Yeah,
and
yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
That's it for me and Mike Muchiri. I'll see you on the next episode. Please subscribe. I've never asked you to do that. Subscribe and let us know what you think about this. Also, tell us your next guest that you'd want us to have and the questions that you'd want us to ask. I'll see you next time. Bye.